So something personally that I've become really passionate about in the past year or two, 2 years, is medicinal mushrooms. And growing up in Ontario, I'm sure there is a bit of a mushroom scene there, but I didn't know about it. I didn't look into it either, to be honest. But since moving here to BC, the Pacific Northwest in general has an amazing abundance of fungi or fungi, depending on who you're talking to. And it's been an absolute blast to learn more, to really dive in. I have just started trying to forage. Do not ask me how to do it properly or safely. I'm still learning, so I'm in the same boat. So the thing that I love about medicinal mushrooms is that you can literally just walk out your backyard and potentially find some. You can find mushrooms that are completely safe and edible and delicious. You can find mushrooms that are great for being immune boosters. You can find mushrooms that help boost energy. You can find mushrooms that you can put topically on cuts and scrapes. There's just a plethora of cool mushrooms kicking in your backyard. My medicinal mushrooms are a product that I've been working in concert with a company out of the Sunshine Coast. They've done most of the work. I've just been along for the ride. What we've got there is there are 5 different types of mushrooms that we have included into gummy form. We have chaga, we have cordyceps, we have reishi, we have turkey tail, and we have lion's mane. Those 5 are the 5 most common medicinal mushrooms that I use in my office in order to help better your life. This is lion's mane mushroom. The reason I use this in my office is for nerve growth factor. What that does is it improves cognitive function, it improves mental clarity, that brain fog that you struggle with, that word on that tip of your tongue that you can't quite recall, those words, those names, those faces, that what was so-and-so that we saw the other day. That's a perfect example of why I use these lion's mane mushroom gummies. The reason we chose to go with gummies as opposed to capsules or powder was that we actually find that you can get better extraction when you do a liquid-based extraction. We infuse that into the gummies, and that's our delivery vector, our delivery mechanism. With powders and capsules, it's just straight up mushroom, which is great, but we found that you can actually have a little bit more efficient dosages with using a liquid version, and then we put it in the gummies because people just really like gummies. It is. So it's from, there's a water and an alcohol extraction process, and we use those to pour into the gelatin molds, and that is what the product ends up here. So they're little cubey rectangles about this big. Typical dose is you would take 2 of these a day. And this is the lime, which is one of my faves. Lion's mane. This is turkey tail, and turkey tail mushroom is something that we find actually locally. I have come across it many times on hikes. The reason we really like turkey tail is its immune enhancement properties. It's used quite a bit in antiviral therapies, and there's a ton of data and research around oncology and turkey tail. The other bonus with turkey tail is that it's a great immune booster and kids love it. It's hard to get kids to take anything, but because these are in gummy format, and this is our blue raspberry, which is something that kids seem to really enjoy, it's really easy for kids to get on board with this, and same with parents. We've had really good outcomes with immune function boosting, especially coming into the fall when kids are going back to school or they're in school or cold and flu season starts to ramp up. So this is a really great, easy approach for kids. All natural ingredients, as clean as humanly possible. We're constantly looking for better ways to source and better, cleaner ingredients if possible. We're always open to adjusting as needed. Reishi just doesn't grow in BC. It grows mostly in Washington, Oregon, so that's not a native BC species. Chaga Yes, you can find chaga in BC, you can find turkey tail in BC, you can find lion's mane in BC. You cannot find cordyceps in BC. This is not a commonly found mushroom in BC. The reason I like mushrooms, mushroom gummies specifically, is because they're easy to take. You don't have to take capsules, you don't have to choke down powders. I don't know if you've tried powders and capsules, but sometimes they're a bit big or the powders are a bit earthy flavor. At least with the gummies, it's quick, it's easy, and it's great for families. Parents can get on board really easily because kids actually really enjoy them, to the point where sometimes they think they're candy. Whether that's good or bad, I'll leave that up to you, parents. But really, at the end of the day, it just helps facilitate the outcomes that we're looking to get with taste. The reason why the extraction of a alcohol and or water-based approach is so beneficial is that we can get really high concentration. So you can get really strong, potent dosages in really small volumes. So it means that you don't necessarily have to take a lot in order to get the outcomes that you're looking for a therapeutic dosage.